You walk into a meeting. Everyone is quiet. Until your boss speaks up. His tone is sharp. Why did you make that decision yesterday? You freeze. Not because you did something wrong, but because you were not expecting to be questioned. So you start explaining, clarifying your logic, justifying your steps, showing your reasoning, trying to prove that you were right. And just like that, you lost. Not because you were wrong, but because you handed them the frame. You agreed to be judged. And worse, you looked like you needed their permission. In that moment, you thought you were being professional. In reality, you stepped out of control and into defense. That is what this video is about. The hidden leak that drains your power. Every time you explain yourself. Not every explanation is weakness. But when the motive behind it is fear, insecurity, or the desire to be seen as right, you are not communicating. You are begging. And in the world of power, begging is the beginning of collapse. You were taught to be reasonable, to be polite, to explain. But power is not polite. It is not emotional. It does not overshare to ease tension. It holds the tension and makes others feel it. Because tension reveals the room. When you stay silent, they reveal their fears, their projections, their insecurities. Silence makes them show their hand. But when you explain, you are the one exposed. You are the one stripped of posture, of control, of presence. And here is what most never understand. Presence is not created by explaining your intentions. It is created by owning your space. Without apology. When someone asks, "What did you mean by that?" they are testing you. And if you explain too quickly, you fail the test. Because they were not looking for the answer. They were looking to see if you would break. And if you do, they now know how to pull your strings. This is not theory. This is how power works. In business, in politics, in family, in love. The one who reacts loses. So the next time someone confronts you, asks you, pressures you, says, "Explain yourself," do not flinch. Pause. Breathe. Let the silence settle. Let it stretch. Then, if you must speak, say only this: "I said what I said." Or, "That is my position." Nothing more. No backstory. No justification. No defense. Because the moment you defend yourself, you admit their view matters more than your stance. That is not strength. That is weakness, wearing the mask of explanation. Now, let us go deeper. Why is the urge to explain so powerful? Because it is rooted in fear. The fear of being misunderstood. The fear of being disliked. The fear of losing connection. But here is the paradox. The more you explain, the less respect you get. The more you justify, the less you are believed. Because people do not follow those who seek permission. They follow those who set the frame and walk with it. And that is what you must remember: the frame is everything. Control is not about being loud. It is about choosing what you do not respond to. Leadership is not about making others understand. It is about moving forward without needing them to. Because true control is not taken. It is held. In silence. In poise. In restraint. Let others talk. Let them fill the space. Let them reach. While you stay still. sharp, unbothered. And when the time comes, you say, one line. Not a speech. A verdict. Because the one who speaks least, but lands hardest, wins. You were not born to defend yourself, in every room you enter. You do not owe your blueprint, to every curious eye. You do not need to translate your thoughts, just to feel safe. Because safety bought through explanation, is not safety. It is permission. And permission can be taken away. At any time. But when you build your frame from within, when you lead your presence from stillness, you do not need the room to approve. You carry your own courtroom. And you are both, the judge, and the law. Let them wonder what you meant. Let them talk. Let them question. Because the moment you respond out of need, you have already accepted their terms. And when they set the terms, you lose the game. Silence is not absence. It is presence, condensed. It is control, held, without the need to prove it. It is how the strategist moves. It is how the leader commands. It is how the king never leaves the throne to argue with the crowd. So next time you feel that urge to explain, stop, breathe, hold. And remember, you do not need to be understood to be powerful. You need to be unmoved. Let them misread you. Let them write their version. Let them create stories. Because silence is not weakness. It is the throne you sit on, while others lose themselves, trying to decode your presence. Power does not explain. It does not beg. It does not chase. It waits. It holds. It commands. And when it speaks, once, that is enough.